Well, can you hear me? Possibly a good thing if you can hear me, because last episode you couldn't hear me. Sort of defeats the Let's Play point if you can't hear my voice. Anyhow, when we basically in the last episode, I basically ran through to the Vaporous Emporium, which is basically a steam giant, like bazaar type area. Killed a few giants, ran into a chest, found out the chest was, going to have a rare in it, ran away from the rare, and then that was it for, that area. I did like the first area and I ran away. After that, I went to the Sunwall Outpost. I cleared it easily enough. Basically, this is interesting because you get like reinforcements here in the Sunwall Outpost, and after you clear it, you get this bridge, which basically lets you get over to mainland over here. Anyhow, I figured for this episode we're gonna just backtrack over here, and we'll see if I can do anything to this giant buddy. And we may have to teleport here in a moment. We'll see. Okay, here's the giant. So this guy's a rare. He's level 7, and I'm level 11 at this point, so I'm a little bit stronger than him. But we'll see if I can take him on. So we stun him there for a little bit. Let's see if we can startle him. And then we'll blast him. Alright, I think I'll teleport at this point. And there's still guys on this floor apparently, so that's not a good thing to do, to be, teleporting around in. That's not good to know. And there's the rare, and there's his friend. So this guy apparently healed back up to full. Alright, well, I'm out of ammo. That's a bit of a nuisance. Get a little bit of ammo back by, moving around all that. That guy was starting a shot. He's out of range for a moment, so let's just blast him with a couple. Actually, let's not blast him. Let's just move around here a little bit, let him get closer. Blast with that. He's recovering for a little bit, so that's, going to be annoying, but whatever. Let's stun him. I think I'm out damaging his ability to heal now, so. There we go. We finally killed that rare. Steam Giant Gunslinger, so let's kill this guy easily enough. I do not fear the Atmos. They should fear me. Alright, well, there's like the first level of the Vaporous Emporium. Now, something I know about the Vaporous Emporium is that, like, you can basically go to these stalls and, like, basically loot them. So that's stuff I was basically doing here. I was basically going to these stalls and looting them for, like, items and money and all that. But anyhow, let's just continue on for now, I guess. I'll basically try and keep showing you off what the Var'Eyal Orcs campaign looks like, I guess. By the way, I picked up this. That's my current trinket, because I don't have a pickaxe or anything to equip at the moment. Fear me. I'm dangerous. I guess we do stop when you find these things. So there's a market stall. I'll basically loot it for gold and other stuff that's basically of use to you. Oh, I got confused. Guys popping around here. What's that guy? That's a steam giant Yeti rider. So, riding atop a massive armored Yeti, this steam giant wields a huge greatsword. Well, the cavalry has arrived, apparently. That's a fat Yeti. I don't know if those guys got stuck or not, but whatever, they're all dead. There's no schematic. Armor reinforcement. Now, it's unfortunate you didn't get to hear me listen to lore, but we'll just try and pick off where, you know, I left off in, like, the, you know, the episode before. Or actually, you know what, I could just do this instead. So, this will probably be repeating myself a little bit, but let's just go through the stuff. And, well, we'll talk a little about, like, you know, the Sunwall stuff. So, basically, the Sunwall lore, I won't read through it, I guess, but basically, it's basically telling you about how, like, these guys, they found out about, the Atmos, and then they're like, you know, officially, if, like, the Atmos was basically destroyed, the orcs would be beneficial to them. That's what, you know, what, Trail here was thinking about. Eventually, I killed Outpost leader John. You got, you know, like, his thing out here. Aaron, my love, I fear Trail may be right, but I'm only brief without resorting to betraying you, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's read this little bit of your lore, because this is pretty important. Some of this lore is pretty important. So, stylish, elegant, exclusive. Extinction. A new line from Fairling's Weavings, the finest name in fashion. Steel drakes can no longer be found in the wild. Our pens contain the only living ones in Var'Eyal, and possibly the last generation to not be marred by inbreeding-induced deformities. When you wear our wonderful coats, dresses, boots, or corsets to a party, meeting, or other get-together, the others won't just notice the unique metallic sheen matched with unparalleled flexibility unique to their scales. They'll know that they cannot imitate your look, that it's a look that their children will never have, that you have made your mark on ecological history and reaped the fashionable, comfortable benefits. And steel drake scales are not known to decay naturally, so proof of your impeccable taste will live far longer than the species they were taken from. Place your orders now. Open bidding will run for 30 days, after which point orders will be handled on a first-come, first-served basis. Other fashions come and go. Extinction is forever. So yes, the giants. They're kind of like the dwarves, these guys. Alright, so Ancient Ahmed Archive. Arcane and Psi. So if I access this guy, he's basically got, well, apparently he's got random, like, you know, Arcane and Psi items in here. Let's probably go back to Crook's Pride. Go to Crook Pride. Good job. Here's our sign. So, closing sale for Kaltor's firearms, armor, and other martial sundries. It is with a heavy heart that I must announce our closing. After over 20 years of service, I am shutting my doors. The people of Atmos tribe apparently wish to trust the guard with their well-being, and the guard chooses to maintain the weapons it already has for impervious things like the brilliant all-loading orc speller, only 30 gold. Or the pressure-enhanced slash-proof combat suit, only 450 gold. I even offered discount options such as the Little Surprise, now only 15 gold, and yet the city would have none of it. It would seem my services and my talents are simply not wanted. Even if you have no fear of the Orcish tribes, rich swarms, and other sort of threats that lurk just outside our city walls, please consider purchasing some of my wares. They are truly beautifully displayed craftsmanship and would do well as a desk sculpture, or if properly disarmed, a child's toy. If nothing else, you will be ensuring that a once proud artisan with great love and respect for his craft need not resort to begging on the streets. This guy specifically is really important. This like piece of lore, and you'll see why. Because this is one of the things that, you know, I did play up long enough to see when I was playing the beta. And I want to note, by the way, I did play the beta for a little bit, and I only went to, like, you know, first few dungeons, like the Sunwall Outpost and the Vaporous Emporium here. The starting dungeons basically is what they are. Alright, you know, I basically got these things here. Let's just use these schematics, I guess, or I'll put them in my normal inventory for now. Alright, we got a steam saw in here. I'm just going to check to see if these are like something that maybe I can sell. So I got Kinetic Stabilizer. Alright, you know what? I think what's happening is that it's actually giving me, like, you know, schematics and stuff I already have, so I can actually sell these, like, schematics I have for, like, you know, stuff. So if I go here and I try and sell it, I can probably transmogrify it. Well, I could transmogrify it, but I just won't get anything for it, really. I used my Steam generator a little bit in the last episode. I should be using it more often, so let's just maybe replace our Steam generator with this. And we're just going to do this. Move it into our inventory, and then we'll try and transmogrify the thing here. I think it's supposed to tell you. Okay, it tells you right there. So 1.35 gold from that. Let's transmogrify some of this and see if I get anything for it. Yeah, I do get some stuff for that. So we can transmogrify this stuff for a little bit of gold, since I already have the schematics for this stuff. And there's some more stuff. I just figured that guy can rush me. A steam giant commoner, female. Pockets of gold jingle around his waist of this giant. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I'm evil. I'm an orc. Fear the orc. I am the orc. Fear me. There's a regeneration ruin, or infusion rather. Okay, did I get all these stalls? You see to stop them, which is kind of nice. Basically, you can like loot the stalls for like stuff, but I was wondering if you can actually, you know, auto loot them or anything, or if you have to basically, you know, manually loot them all. But whatever, we're gonna keep going for now. And I don't have any boots on, so we can put these on. The rest of the stuff is whatever. Whoa, I'm getting wrecked from this guy. Alright, here's what we're going to do with this guy then. Orcish Fury, we're going to try knocking him back with Stone Shot. Injure him. And we'll basically repeat the process of this guy. Whoops. Stone Shot. Kill him. Alright, so the grumpy shop owner. So yeah, basically Kalto's shop seems to be nearby in the mountain. Maybe it could be interesting to pay him a visit. He does sound well armed though, so be prepared as it's likely very dangerous, so maybe take some time to plan the raid. So hastily written poster. Kaltor's firearms, armor, and other martial sundries is open for business again. The orcish hordes are upon us. Although I am not normally one for gloating, I feel I must take this opportunity to say, I told you so, you ingrates! Do you see the need for my wonderful devices of self-defense now? Do you see why I told so thoughtfully and tirelessly to make such exquisite contraptions that could have saved so many lives? If you'd only been willing to pay what I was asking for them, only a teeny fraction of what they were worth. Does the useless city guard see why they should have been purchasing my newest improved model such as the brilliant auto-loading Orcus Feller? Only 600 gold. Get yours now. Protect your family. Instead of abusing my build to last craftsmanship to keep my original production run around for over a decade. Don't make the same mistake twice. Purchase a little surprise for merely 150 gold. What's that? You can't afford the entry level price? I guess you should have brought it while I was still making them. Don't want to get your guts torn out by little green skin sandwiches? My old price for the pressure-enhanced slash-proof combat suit was a steal of 700 gold. If you want one now, I'm sure your life is worth at least 3,800 gold to you. It utilizes its own vents to power team motors hidden in its joints, granting an unparalleled combination of fortitude and mobility. Guaranteed to protect you from any sort of harm these savages can dish out, without slowing you down. Notice all the dead guardsmen around. Notice how they aren't wearing a pressure-enhanced slash-proof combat suit, despite my desperate recommendations. Don't let that be you or your loved ones. I'm sure you have your doubts as to the efficacy of my lovely made armaments for a free demonstration of quality and effectiveness of my goods. You are invited to try to take them by force. I dare you, and that includes the city guard. Should they have any delusions about confiscating them for public good, the public has dug its own grave, and I will not pull them up simply out of charity. After all, they have offered me no such charity in the past. An address is listed at the bottom of this poster. You could attempt to raid the store if you want, but the owners armed to the teeth. It is unlikely it will be worth the risk. So basically, you know, this is like, you know, build a tree trunk type of situation for the new campaign, where you can go after, like, you know, the really devastatingly powerful shopkeeper. You will fear the shopkeeper. Alright, keep the pressure up. An announcement on power consumption paid by the Council of Geothermal Authority. As per our previous announcements, the geothermal events of the steam quarry have begun to taper off in output. While our geologists and military consider all available options for finding new vents, or alternative sources of steam power, we need your cooperation to keep the pipes running dry. Here's how you can make sure we have enough steam for everyone. Cook the old-fashioned way, with flame magic or a firewood stove. Flash steamers, although certainly a convenient way of preparing food, are very inefficient. For a free handbook on delicious and easy-to-learn recipes for a conventional or pyromancy-based stove, simply come to the Council of Geothermal Authority offices and take one from the lobby. Remember to shut off your appliances when you're done with them. A full 5% of our power usage is estimated to be from washing machines, mills, carousels, generating power, lighting, and other such devices left unplugged in when not in use. When you are done using an appliance, make sure it has been deactivated. To be completely sure, our experts recommend shutting off the valve entirely, then disconnecting the appliance and placing a standard cap over the output pipe. Have your pipes checked regularly. Leaking valves and loose fittings can consume a tremendous amount of steam pressure. You are only required to have your home steam pipes inspected every few years, but additional inspections are available at no charge, once every 6 months. Volunteering for these inspections can reduce your geothermal consumption and fees dramatically. Use your own steam. With regular exercise and a good diet, you can create your own power by wearing a collection suit, and plug the pressurized reserve tanks into your home intake valves to reduce the amount of power drawn from the geothermal system by over 40%, depending on personal production. Short-term use of declogging tanks may help, but long-term use is generally ill-advised. Do not pressurize tanks from a tap and sell them to others. This is a violation of council law, punishable by a fine of up to 3,000 gold and up to 4 years in prison per tank. Thank you for helping ensure that we all have power, but we work on curing this shortage. So, yeah. A modern-day society. That's what these guys are. Whoa! Lag is bad. Alright, we're gonna run away here. Yeah, lag is bad if it happens. This is worse. Oh! High Guard Telesis. So this heavily armed steam giant carries a gun in each hand. The gun in his right hand is ornate and well worn. So this is the guy who I've got, like, you know, his counterpoint here. It said that Talos never lost any armament. Now you know why. Whoops, I got no ammo. Who hit me there? I don't know. Yeah, this guy can fire at me, so... For now, we're just going to run from this guy if I can get my ammo back. No point, you know, losing a fight that I don't need to lose. Alright, so he's got something called ceasefire. That's kind of a nuisance right there. Oh, here's my thing. So ceasefire. You fire an incredible potent shot at enemy doing increased damage and dazing them for 5 turns. The daze chance increases your spell power. So that's what he just did to me this area. He dazed me. Annoying is annoying. He used strafe there for, you know, his steam guns. That's basically how he's able to move at me, by the way. He's strafing at me when he gets a chance. Alright, let's just teleport for now. Loot this stall. Yes, my keyboard's lagging, so that's why I'm having issues a little bit here. Alright, so there's Talos. Let's do our own ceasefire on him, I guess. Crap, I missed him. There's a friend, why not? Alright, we stunned him there for a little bit. Oh, we knocked him back. He's running away at this point, so that's kind of a nuisance. And of course he's got friends, and at least the ceasefire didn't hit me that time, so that's cool. Let's hit him again with ceasefire. You know, this guy's really annoying for the strafe, because, you know, he can use it to basically run away from me. I suppose he's got long range too. Alright, let's try startling him. And we'll just do regular damage on him. There's a bit of stunning going on him. Hopefully that'll take off his you know, abilities to fire at me. And there we go, a steamer campaign. See a journal for further details and click here. Basically, you win the war, you must help the Pride by striking a blow to the giant's morale and supply lines. You assaulted the Vaporous Emporium, crushing the morale of the Outmost tribe. You've exploited the camp, vanquished the Patriarch, blah blah blah. So basically, you know, kicking ass, you know, taking names, stuff like that. And there's Wheel of Fate. This isn't what I wished for. However, Merce, Cornic, Demologist. This band of Gothic obsidian menaces with an robust image of a green skull. It beckons you to tempt fate and put it on, do you? So this thing is basically a cursed item, more or less, probably. Do I want to put it on? It can be used to regenerate the item with random stats. Can only be done 3 levels after the last reroll. Cannot be unequipped unless a reroll is available, or you are level 50, costing 1 power out of 1. So there's Wheel of Fate. I don't actually have a ring yet, so I might want to put this on to test it out. So I put on a Wheel of Fate. And I can, you basically use it to get random stats, I guess, so we'll do that. The skeleton boss in the ring twists around momentarily. Did it just laugh? So it basically just give me what? So I now have less fatigue, and effects on melee hit are basically 50% chance to inflict damage reduction. Damage when hit, I do 12% darkness and melee. I change the stats to get more constitution. I get basically a lot of stuff. So basically that's what, you know, random stuff did for this thing here, the Wheel of Fate. Lots of fun for it, I guess. I got a helmet. Too bad I need armor training for it. Alright, so this is basically a Runes and Infusions. So cool, I can get more, you know, powerful Runes and Infusions from this guy if I want to. Reprogram and go back to Quick's Pride. That's his job. And put a point in here, I guess. Get, I need to get some more dexterity to get this up, I guess. Let's do that. Oh, I can't increase my dexterity more, so let's increase my constitution then. And static shock. You fire a special electrically charged shot with steam guns at a spot within range. When each shot reaches target, it bursts into electrified chapel with radius 2, which shocks each target's heart and hits for 9% weapon damage. So basically this is an AoE attack right here. And trick shot. Your cunning and dexterity allow you to fire incredible trick shots that can hit multiple targets. You precisely aim your trick shots to ricochet amongst foes you see, so that whenever it hits something solid, creature or solid wall, it will bounce towards the next closest foe. So there's basically ricochet shots, what this thing is all about. Some interesting stuff here, but let's go for more Starling Shock because I basically like it. It's fun to be able to do, you know, increased damage when I need to. And we'll start looting some stuff. Yeah, I don't have anything really to fear at this point, so let's go destroy everything that, you know, comes my way. Fun. Alright, well that's basically it for this level. I suppose it's not entirely like, you know, the shopkeeper's like build, because he's not actually in this area, by the way. You actually find a shopkeeper elsewhere. Well, that's basically it for the Vaporous Emporium. And there's that up there. And there's stuff basically around. If I go back to Crook's Pride, we'll probably find all those, like, you know, things here. So yeah, basically there's this one here. There's that one there. And there's a third one somewhere else as well, right there. It's kind of interesting how, like, you know, Crook Pride is like your main town base of operations, and it basically changes over time. And there's basically, you know, the huge door to Kalter's shop. Min level 13. We'll probably wait before going in there for a little bit, but whatever. So that's min level 30. It's nice how they actually have minimum levels on these things. That's cool to know. Way into the old ruins of the Aran Desert. Now I want to be very careful walking around over here because obviously this is, you know, the Var'Eyal continent, like, you know, the well, if you don't remember it, over here we have like the Grushnok Pride. No, it's not Grushnok. Rock Shore Pride. We have, like, you know, the other guys over here, the Wormex over here. Up there was like Var'Eyal's stuff. Here's the mini port. And yeah, there's some Paladin patrols they have to deal with. Because now they're dangerous. Alright, well anyways, the trolls are going to come over here, so maybe we'll just explore over here for the remainder of this episode. Get stronger and such. Giant alligator. How cliche, also terrifying. Alligators! Alligators! I assume it's basically entrance to Dominion Port. Well, whatever. I guess we're going to go into a sewers first, is what's happening here. And this is our land. A group of trolls from the Karhad Dominion is trying to take foot on the mainland. With the Sunwall at full force, we cannot have the luxury of having a fight on both fronts. The Dominion Port itself must be destroyed. A Potent bomb is given to you. You must place a weak spot in a tower where it will detonate and destroy the port. It would be a good idea for you not to be there anymore when the bomb explodes, however. So yeah, basically can blow up the place if we need to. And here we go, trolls! This troll carries a large sword and a shield and appears to be wearing semblance of armor. Armor troll! What the? He sonically attacked me, that bastard. So he's got a sonic attack of some sort here. Yeah, we're just going to strafe this guy a little bit. I have the ability to strafe. That was fun. Let's startle him and then finish him. So here's where a light source is probably important because, you know, this stuff is dangerous. What I find is interesting. And yeah, still sewer war, so we're in the sewers here. Oops, more strafing is required, I guess. A troll pirate. This is a troll pirate. Well, very observative, I guess. Okay, we're gonna hit this guy and move, or help the alligator and move, I guess. I love how I'm hitting, like, you know, the alligator instead of, like, the troll here. Whatever. Whatever works. Okay, that's done. So I need to book it. Activate this. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. And there we go. And yeah, at some point I'm probably going to manage like this down here a little bit, the hockey hotbar. Troll Marauder. This lean but muscular troll definitely wields 2 daggers. He glares at you with eyes filled with cunning. The Marauders have come! Alright, well, let's just stun him. And then we'll startle him. Then we'll blast him. Then we'll kill him. Snake. And a steel steam saw. And there's the way to the next level if we need to. So what's a basiligator? This thing looks like an alligator, but it has the unnatural large gray eyes. It gazes at you with great intensity. So I guess it's like a basilisk that's an alligator. That's what that guy's all about. Alright, well, more dexterity, a little bit more constitution, and Starling shot 5 of 5, why not? So I guess those basilisk, the basiligators basically have, like, you know, that shout that, you know, they keep using. Shouting shout, I believe it is, by the looks of it. And I can sell this stuff, because why not? Yeah, I can sell this stuff, I think. Alright, next level is going to be a little bit scary, but whatever. We can startle that guy, blast him. Kill that guy. And that guy a little bit. And we'll just go one over here. Starling shot. Blast him. He's dead. That was fun. And, you know, I wonder if this is worth keeping, this regeneration fusion. I think I might just transmogrify it. Alright, now something I'm actually thinking about doing. I basically have stuff like, you know, these salves I may want to make use of. So I may want to go look for Samurai Tooth, which basically means going to, like, the riches probably at some point. Though I'm here, like, you know, in a troll dominion for now, so we'll just finish off here, I guess. Worry about it later. Did you hit your friend? Don't think you did, but whatever. Let's blast this guy. Hey, there's the Umbral Razor. Who remembers the good old Umbral Razor? Yes, the Umbral Razor. This dagger seems to be formed of pure shadows, with a strange miasma surrounding it. Something's hitting me for cold damage. Troll Aquamancer. Why not? We have Troll Aquamancers. Heal up a little bit. And there he is, Troll Aquamancer. This troll is holding his tall staff in one hand. Tendrils of water circle around it. So this guy is basically Troll Aquamancer. Startle him, I guess, there a little bit. And well, I hit that guy for a little bit of damage there. I guess he was moving away from me. Or trying to. And a severed hand. You see here a rotting human hand. and a black leather glove, severed at the wrist. It is still clutching a cracked artifact resembling the orb in many ways, with a note folded up between the orb and its palm. Drew the short straw for the calibration of my entire ass. That chest used translocation magic and everyone there knew it. If there's one thing I miss about that ziggurat, is that with them around, you only had to walk for a sleight of hand and wear a mind-casing cap to avoid getting ripped off. Speaking of rip-offs, why are we trusting these corpse lover anyway? I guess it would cost more to make a fake this convincing than we paid for it. But why would Tan have made a portal that only works on a living, then use it to pay off a necromancer? The only type of person who called that a downside. Well, I guess that's what made him a mad alchemist, not some rich potion brewer living comfortably. Not like anyone can ask him now, except for who we got this altar from. Anyway, Korbeck, if you're reading this, it means these Crotchhites screwed up again. Send them back to the orb, and hopefully it'll tell them what they need. Well, as far as I'm concerned, hopefully it'll blow them apart. You got the calibration right on your end, and your poorly disguised thugs are doing just fine. And stop with the illusions. It's just assaulting. We don't care who or what you are, as long as your gold glitters. We just need to get the single lock straight on our side, and we'll be able to fill the ore you sent over, and then some. Seriously, though, I'm writing this note so even if I get killed from this, I'm doing you a favor. If I'm dead, I appreciate you showing me gratitude by making sure that the ankle-biting son of a bitch has played his last game musical straws. Well, whatever. There's a little bit of lore. Okay, I'm taking a beating here, so move away. Stunning shot. Blast him. Kill him. Heal up. Oh, these are mutant snakes apparently I'm fighting. Well, I'll have to read the description for mutant snakes, I guess, at some point. It's funny how I can spot stuff sometimes. What do I find that's interesting here? Oh, strange conduit. Crack open. Okay. So these are strange conduits that apparently have chest-like properties. And these guys are two rares. Two very angry-looking rares. Okay, before we do anything, let's check them out. These guys basically have... these guys have medical injectors. This guy's a steam type of guy. He's got... This guy is a saw butcher. That alligator is a saw butcher. That's fun and frightening. And this guy is a gunner. So a gunslinger and well, that's not very fun to look at. I may have to retreat from the trolls here soon. I hit him there. That's good. Let's blast him with a startling shot. And we did some good damage there. I don't want to get hit by this guy, so... we're going to strafe. Like that. And we're just going to strafe like this for a little bit. And now the other guy's doing physical damage on me, so that's going to hurt a little bit. Okay, there goes that guy. We're just going to heal up a little bit. This other guy's shooting at me, which is, a bit of a nuisance because I can't really see him. I know he's over here. Heal up a little bit. Let's just teleport for now, I guess, from that guy. Oh! That was a lot of damage to take all at once. And yeah, notice that because I have two steam injectors, I can use like the salves twice in a row like that. So that's one nice thing about the salves. Alright, I'm going to have to So run away from these guys a little bit, I guess. Let's go here and see if this guy comes up to me. Yeah, here he is. So there's this, like, you know, this gunslinger type of guy. He's basically an agile gunner and all that crap. Let's try stunning him right off the bat. Okay, he's stunned. Let's see if I can startle him. And then do a lot of damage to him and kill him. See, I use strange conduits here. Basically, you can crack them open and get a bunch of alligators, apparently. So I'll have to go back to the first level to see if there's any, you know, more of these things to, you know, find. Basically, it's like the first time me going to this type of dungeon. I only went to like the first few dungeons, like the Sunwall Outpost, the Yeti Caves, and stuff like that. I haven't actually gone, you know, any farther in this, basically, in the beta. So this is actually new stuff for me. That's what's happening right now. All right, we're going to kill you. Oh, I've got no ammo left. Well, I've got ammo. Lots of ammo. Alright, let's go with a bit of stunning on this guy. Now it's fun. Yeah, there's stuff to hide in these, apparently. That's cool. So, there's a large white snake. Giant brown rats. Those are just, like, you know, normal enemies and stuff here. Let's do that and that. Worked out well. There's another strange conduit. Basically, it's got a sewer alligator and a giant alligator. Let's strafe. Strafe. Oh, that guy's got something there. Okay, there's this guy. Steam tech stuff. So this guy's obviously another saw potion type of guy, I guess. Unfortunately. That's fun. Alright, well, we'll get a bit more of this. Let's get a bit more dexterity. Bit of constitution. Thick skin instead over there, I guess. Let's get more strafe. I like the idea of getting more ammo, so that's the nice thing about it. You know, it's kind of interesting how this works. Basically, this talent can be activated for up to you know, whatever amount of turns. But basically, the more turns you actually have, the longer it takes for you to get the ammo back. But at the same time, you get more ammo when you actually have it, like, leveled up. So it's kind of like a trade-off type of ability, strafe. It's both good and bad. That's what I'm sort of pointing out. I wish I could dig through in there, but whatever, I can't. Oh, we got ourselves a cursed or doomed. We're just going to run. Oh, he's rampaging. That's definitely cursed. So, hit. Hit. I activated his rampage again by accident there. Oh well. Let's finish him off. So this basically leads to next level. This is a hidden vault here, apparently. So interesting stuff basically around. And there's the way back up. So we'll go back here, and I'll just still, look around to see if there's anything I missed in the last level. Basically, I'm going to look for like these vaults to see if there's anything of, value or use that's basically hiding in them. I wish I had more strength now for stuff like this. Oh well. There's a, I could actually get better shots. That's probably worth it, worth doing. Let's put those on. These give me less capacity for ammo, but I do more damage per hit, I think. So it makes up for it a little bit. All right, here's another guy. Styling shot. Kill him. And let's look around for more of these things. Okay, this guy's got wild growth, so he might be an Oozemancer. Nope, he's a Wormic. So, Wormic and what looks like a Barbarian. Or not Barbarian, a Berserker. He breathed on me, the bastard. Or he used Ice Claw Rider. Close enough. And I think he tried to use the War Shell on me, one of those guys. Let's do this. Kill him. There's the other one. He's trying to get close to me because, he's got that stupid thing. Let's try doing this. Light him on fire a little bit. There we go. Alright, so kind of interesting, the strange conduits. Basically like chests with sewer alligators in them. So they're fun to fight. Alright, we've got ourselves this guy who's got Steam Tech. These guys might be like the other Steam Mancer type of guy I've yet to see. And that's just why they have like other talents I've yet to notice this yet. That guy's a Berserker. Let's go through this guy. I get hit by a side shot there, apparently. Here's the Berserker, because, Berserker. Oh, great, I just got War Shot. That's going to be fun. Teleport's off on cooldown, which is a bit of a nuisance, but whatever. Let's, apparently be confused and be able to do anything, because, confusion. I hate confusion. Alright, here's this guy. Okay, there goes that guy. There's our steam generating plant. Alright, where's this guy? He's down here somewhere, obviously. There he is. Found the bastard, killed him. Alright, any more strange conduits? Yes, there is. Alright, let's do a quick escape. Pain! Agony! Where's the... I can't reload. So do that so I can basically keep firing at stuff. Did that wrong. There we go. That's done. You know, this episode's going on for quite a bit. I might just cut this one short and in between, um, you know, stuff here. It'd be nice if I could find a damn pickaxe, but I've yet to find one just yet. Accuracy, armor, defense, and all this other nice stuff. I kind of like this for the stun freezing immunity, so I'm not going to take that off, I don't think. But this is a nice ring. Possibly for a gun circus, it can use me to jump away from stuff, disengage. So we'll keep it perhaps. And how about you? Can I use you again? The Wheel of Fate. Can I use it again? We'll see. It basically just changed to be less fatigue. It gives me resistance to fire and mind. It gives me max encumbrance, mental state, confusion immunity. Alright, it can be unequipped or re-rolled. I kind of like the confusion immunity that's giving me right now. That's actually not too bad, I don't think. So I think I'll keep it. Okay, let's go to him vault, see what's in here. I see drakes. Drakes are scary. Why are there drakes in here? I see a worm. Okay, so this is, I guess, one of those vaults that, you know, has the cold dragons all over the place in here. We'll come back here, I think, later. For now, we're just going to hold off on being in here. That's an interesting way of doing vaults, by the way, just so, you know, have it like that. So, this will be like a area I can revisit again for, you know, some experience or whatever if I need to. Down here is the room that, you know, I can't dig into just yet, which sucks. Alright, Dominion Port. Troll Captain. This troll is barking orders to the other trolls around him. He effortlessly holds a longsword in each hand. Well, that's scary. You know, I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea to not be into this part of the sewers just yet. So let's heal up a little bit here. I'm just going to back up. Back up. Back up. We're just going to disengage here a little bit. I had a thought. Basically, when I place the bomb, it's going to blow up this, like, you know, instance to all, you know, all hell. So it might make sense that I just, like, you know, we'll come back later, basically. Because I want to basically revisit some of these areas, like, you know, the Dominion Port and the Sunwall Outpost to basically clear out the vaults they're basically leaving behind. Alright, well, this is basically a, you know, nice little introduction to, like, you know, the game. This will probably be it for this week for the game. Next week, we'll basically continue on. We'll see if I get into, like, you know, a bit more of, you know, fun and stuff. So for now, just take care.